Well, if you can imagine, we went from 1,100 flights a day to about 17 in literally a few days at the end of March. So the comparison, I think, between the Q1 figures for 2020 compared to 2019 has been drastically affected. And clearly, whilst the current levels of traffic, which are limited to about 20 cargo flights a day and a few repatriation flights at the moment, whilst that situation continues, I'm sure that unfortunately Q2 will look similarly bleak. However, our eyes are on the future, and we are making preparations to get every aircraft back in the air over a progressive period of time, and we're ready for that moment. But obviously, we've got to wait and see how the global pandemic plays out.
Which sector do you suspect will rebound the fastest? Will it be in passenger traffic or will it be on the cargo side of things?
Well, the cargo is actually registering levels which were greater than last year. So already cargo is actually a very vibrant sector for us. But what we believe will happen in the future is that there will be bilateral agreements very similar to the one that's being brokered between Australasia and New Zealand at the moment, where governments will be sufficiently confident of the health risks being under control between certain countries that have got similar levels of progression of the recession of the virus. And I think those bilateral agreements will allow us to start to gradually restart. You may have seen that Emirates have already announced some flights to Australia, to certain points in Europe and to America. But obviously, those are very much subject to the health restrictions being lifted and passengers able to enter the countries at both ends of each route.
Paul, as you mentioned, Emirates is now returning some passenger services to normal. What gives you the confidence to bring those passengers back into the terminal in this environment and ultimately the confidence to put those planes back in the sky?
Well, we've taken huge measures to make sure that our passenger health and our staff health is uppermost in our mind. We've done extensive fumigation of our facilities. We've stepped up our cleaning regime to make our airport resemble an operating theatre in terms of its cleanliness. And we are being especially careful to make sure that we observe all social distancing. And we've been one of the first airports in the world to trial testing of customers for COVID-19 before they board the aircraft. So we're taking every step possible to make sure we reassure customers that want to use Dubai, either to depart, arrive, or in transit, as and when the restrictions are lifted, that we are a good, safe bet and a very convenient hub. Having been the largest airport in the world for international traffic, we're determined to retain that crown.